Looking to market your lawn care company, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to give you the top 3 ways that we found to get leads for the lawn care companies that we work with. We work with local service businesses, lawn care companies specifically. We are a jobber partner. We have clients that use Service Autopilot and all these other CRMs. And what we do is we help them scale their business using digital marketing and technology. And I'm going to share with you the 3 ways. So the first way that we've seen to be the most effective is actually an offline strategy. And what that is a combination of branding, which is yard signs, getting your vehicle wrapped or a logo, even if it's just a magnetic logo on the side, or joining a local networking group like a BNI networking. So the first thing is doing the offline stuff right. And this is stuff that you could just get set up if you only have one truck, for example. Typically what we would recommend is setting up some yard signs, and anytime that you go, and this could be every single time that you do a mow, set out a yard sign, or even if you're doing fertilizer, organic mosquito control, whatever, put your yard sign up there. The reason is because neighbors walk through the neighborhood and they're seeing, oh, wow, this company works here. They do this service here. Well, if they're already in my neighborhood, they might want to work with us. And one thing that I always see that really sticks out is make sure that you have your phone number on there or some type of a way to contact you. Like this one right here, it's fine if you have your name, or a lot of people just have like even, True Green or something, they'll have it, but it'll just have True Green. They won't have their phone number on there. And it's like, well, you need to turn into a customer. So make sure you have your phone number on here. Now, True Green, obviously we all know they're not too good, but I'm just giving them as an example because a lot of times they'll be all over your neighbor's yard and they should be working with you guys. So get the yard sign, get a magnet or something like that to put on your truck. If you can't do a full wrap, just get a magnet that looks like this and has your phone number. That way, when you're outside of the customer's house and all their neighbors see you, they say, oh, they do lawn care. Okay, what's their phone number? They can take a picture of it, something like that. And the last one is BNI. So BNI is a networking group. And what it allows you to do is to go and meet like realtors, painters, electricians, plumbers, other people in your local community that could refer you business, and vice versa. Just like if your customer asks you, hey, do you know someone that does siding? Do you know someone that does fencing or decks or patios or whatever, other stuff that you might not do? It allows you to build referral partners back and forth. Another great way that we've seen this is by building referral partners. Let's say you don't do irrigation. Find a company that just does irrigation. Let's say you don't do gutter cleaning. Find a company that does gutter cleaning. This allows you to refer business out, but also it gets referrals in, and maybe you give a referral commission back and forth. So that way everyone wins. Then you don't have to go and learn a whole nother skill like gutter cleaning or irrigation maintenance or whatever it might be. And you can still profit or make some money off of the relationship by making the introduction. So those are more the offline things that we've seen as really great lead sources. That way you can get leads in. Oh, one other really important thing about this is that there's not much selling that has to do. You just get the lawn sign or a magnet on your truck, or go to these networking groups, and you're building a brand out in the marketplace that's going to get more leads. All right. The second one is organic. And organic traffic means someone goes to Google. They say, I have no idea who I should work with. They go and they search. So let me just pull this one up here. So this is just an example. I did lawn care in Philadelphia. So what I would recommend doing is go into your Google and search your local, wherever you're at, wherever your target area is. It could be Philadelphia, it could be a suburb, it could be something else. Do lawn care in that area, and then go and see what is showing up. And we're going to talk about these later, Google ads, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. But scroll down here. These are things that you don't have to pay for. And what I would recommend doing is figuring out on here, look at your market and say, okay, this company has 35 reviews. This company has 46. This company has 66. So presumably, if I get 70 Google reviews, I'm going to rank higher than these people. And more importantly, I'm going to be the first choice, because what we found is that consumers are looking at how many reviews do people have, how long have they been in business, and then they're picking people off that. And so if you can get the most number of reviews and you've been in business for a year, even just starting out, if you have the most reviews, people are going to 9 times out of 10 click your stuff first. They're going to go to your website. They're going to call you first, and they might call these other people second. So this is very important. Inside of this, let me pull this up. So this is called your local pack, your local finder. 36% of your ranking is just filling out your Google Business Profile properly. And if you can't figure that part out, just watch a YouTube video on how to set up Google Business Profile. Getting Google reviews. So with your service, it's hard to get reviews because maybe the customer's not home. Maybe it's a project that takes 3 or 4 days, maybe even a couple of months, big landscaping project, something like that. So there's a couple ways you can do this. The first thing is you could set up a text message that goes out to your customers maybe once every 6 months or once a year. And it just says like, hey, do you mind leaving us a Google review? And then if they leave you a review, then it doesn't send it to them again. Obviously, if you're mowing, every week, you don't want to be hitting them up every week for a review. So just pick and choose maybe once or twice here or there and send them a text message. It's very important with the text message. The text message allows you to get a 95% open rate. They're going to see that. If you don't know what to text them, go to Google, type in your name here. So I'll just show you ours. So go to Flash Consulting, get your Google business profile like this. If you don't know how to do this, go to google.com/business and you can get your Google business profile. Go to read reviews, and then up here, get more reviews. And it's going to give you this link right here. Take this link and then text it to them and say, hey, do you mind leaving me a Google review? It helps me out. It helps new people find me, blah, 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 blah. You get the gist of it. And that is 17% of your ranking. All this other stuff, you can do this, but if you get those two parts right, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be shown up here. One big important part of this is that if you don't have a location in Philadelphia, it might be harder to rank in Philadelphia. Like if you're located in Florida and you want to rank in Texas, you don't have a local business in Texas, so you're not going to be able to just rank anywhere in the entire world. So you have to have a local business. And the way that you do this, you set in the back of Google, you put your locations. And if you have a physical location, you can put that as well. So organically, one of the lowest hanging fruit is this section right here, because these big companies, True Green, Lawn Doctor, whatever, they have these processes already built to get reviews. And so they are already doing all this stuff. And for people that are just starting out, or they're out on the truck, they don't know what to do. So figure out a plan for that. If you use a tool like Jobber or other things, Jobber has an automatic text message. You can connect Nice Job. We're a partner with Nice Job too, because they do a great job. You could send out a text to them automatically using these different tools. So that's the second one, is organic. Now the third one is probably the biggest area of opportunity, I would say, for lawn care in general, which is Google local service ads, which are these things right here. The reason these are so important is because they're 9 times out of 10 dominated by the big players, Lawn Doctor, True Green, the ones that I mentioned before. The reason is because they have marketing teams that are doing this stuff for them. And a lot of times the technicians or people that are out in the field, they don't know all the new stuff that's coming out. And so that's why you watch videos like this. So this is a newer tool, and we have a company that we worked with. We've been working with them for maybe 4 months. And this is a perfect example. Actually, I didn't even plan this. We helped them get to 70 Google reviews. So now they're number 1 ranking on here. Then we set up these Google local service ads, and now they're number 1 in their area on here, which is why it's important to see what your competitors are at. So they're number 1 on here. And what Google local service ads, these right here, they're pay per lead model. What that means is that when someone clicks this button, that's when they turn into a lead. So Google local service ads, they actually give you the calculator. So you can put in here and say, okay, in my zip code, and I'll put this link down below so you can use this tool right here. But in my zip code for a lawn care lead, how much should it cost? $14 to $21. So it should cost you $14 to $21 to get a lead. The big part to this is that if you are on here and you don't have enough reviews, you're not going to get any leads, because Google's not going to show you up here. So you have to have enough leads to be shown. And that's why it's so important to get the most reviews and have a plan for getting reviews. And so Google local service ads. So this is an example here of how this works. So you can see, like, we just set these up for this company in March, and you can see like April, they've gotten a bunch of calls charged, and you can see that these are like irrigation, mulching, irrigation, artificial turf installation. Sometimes they have job types, sometimes they don't, but these are all just leads that are coming in. And again, 4 months ago, they had none of this stuff set up. So this is really good for getting reviews, getting those leads, and then really scaling your business. And the beauty of these is that if you can get them at $14 to $21, you don't have the whole Google search ads, like what's my cost per click, my customer acquisition cost, my cost per lead, all this stuff. It's just pretty simple. You pay $20 when someone calls you. Hopefully you convert it. Hopefully you don't. And then the beauty of the reason I like these is because it actually gives you their phone number. I can't show the phone numbers, but it gives you the phone numbers, and then you can go into your CRM and you can audit the phone numbers to see what is my actual return on ad spend. Did this actually convert or not? That's something that we do, but you could always just do that yourself. So if that's something that you need help with setting any of this stuff up, or you just want to do a free marketing audit, we do those. I'll put a link down below. If not, I'm curious to see if you've implemented any of this stuff. You can drop a comment below, and be sure to hit like and subscribe. That helps out a ton, and we'll see you in the next video.